Hello everyone, I am Annabelle Karat-Nouri, the founder and author of the Urvalues Life Guide, your universal life guide towards peace and happiness. Come and find here meaning, enthusiasm, peace, stability, inspiration, motivation, courage throughout all these ideas and stories. Today I will read you the introduction to the Urvalues Life Guide for you to understand better how it functions and how it can be beneficial for you. People in my surroundings kept asking me about my lifestyle and my daily advice to stay healthy and in shape, how I managed to perform as a swimmer, find self-confidence as a model, or even the path and solutions I found to heal my traumas. I thought that making my basic health knowledge available to everyone would be a great idea. After discovering this path, I couldn't imagine keeping it all for myself. I had to share this with everyone. As a very altruistic person, it is a pleasure and a strong desire to help people and living beings around me, especially when it comes to balance, health, peace, and happiness. These recent years, on many occasions such as events, taxi rides, friends, or family gatherings, watching the news, I witnessed constant complaints about how society is deteriorating, how today it is difficult to walk safely in the streets, that hygiene and manners are lost, or how drug use and violences are increasing considerably. But also recurring words from all walks of life such as people no longer have values, young people have less and less cultural good behaviors these days, everyone seems so superficial and sad. All these statements alerted me. It seems to me that today we are only putting bandage on these events that are all consequences caused by something. For instance, people are poorly fed and then given drugs and supplements to compensate for diseases and nutrient deficiencies caused by the food. Then these same drugs cause other symptoms that you then must supplement with other drugs. Or in cosmetics, some creams and foundations give spots, therefore you must put more on to hide them, only to realize you have even more pimples to hide to spend more money on medication. In technology, creating an artificial intelligence software that becomes far too dangerous, therefore you must develop another software program to restrict the previous one, and so on. Mad compulsions, a vicious circle in modern society. The human believes it is not self-sufficient, that our planet, Earth, is not enough. It seems that human beings never have enough. What is done is done. We must start focusing on fixing the cause and not the consequences. I therefore immediately concluded that there was a major fundamental root problem in society that deserved to be studied. I did so immediately. I said to myself, a problem means a solution, so there must be a solution. I started taking notes of my observations and thoughts and finally came to a point. We are all looking for the same thing, happiness. It doesn't matter who you are in life, we 7.8 billion people consciously or unconsciously seek this out. What is happiness? An enduring state of mind consisting not only of feeling of joy, contentment, and other positive emotions, but also of a sense that one's life is meaningful and valued. When you are happy, this means you are balanced. Your body, your mind, and your soul are connected. Your inner life force energy is enhanced and mastered. When you are balanced, you simply are the best version of yourself. First, what is life force energy? Life force energy is the energy that flows through all living things, keeping us alive. No matter your point of view, spiritual, scientific, logical, mathematician, etc., it is the same thing, energy. All this energy that you gather in yourself is your chi or prana. The same term simply means life force energy. We are composed of three elements. Body, which is physical, tangible. Your body is an accumulation of food. Mind, that is intangible. Your mind is an accumulation of impressions. And soul, you are the soul. Your soul speaks of your inner life in relation to your own experience. Your mind, heart, will, and imagination. It also includes your thoughts, desires, passions, and dreams. We are all energy. We produce energy, receive or give energy, positive emotions, take or lose energy, negative emotions. We need energy to function. What is balance? An even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. As mentioned earlier, the necessity for us human beings to be balanced and connected inside is vital to attain peace and happiness. Negative behaviors and problems in this world come from this imbalance and inner disconnection. If each of us manage to find our balance and focus on becoming the best version of ourselves, the world will be a better place, much closer to peace and happiness as we all wish. Our inner imbalances are the lack of self-control and control over our lives. When this occurs, we try to control and possess everything around us. This behavior is toxic. When you learn to be in total control and possession of your own life naturally and positively, everything will live and flow around you without any toxicity. The Bhagavad Gita, a historical Indian book, one of the most sacred, speaks about this inner balance. For Abhinavagupta, interior division is an inherent weakness to all our human nature that paralyzes creation and encourages violence. When someone gets upset or someone acts badly, it is all linked to interior conflict due to past experience, shocks, traumas, or even, as Sigmund Freud mentioned in his book 5 Lectures on Psychoanalysis, we all have these imbalances. In a light way, such as when we get upset, when we behave in a bad way, but if these imbalances are too important, such as intense traumas or others, these can lead to serious diseases such as chronic depression, eating disorders, addiction, or even deeper psychiatric disorders such as schizophrenia or psychopathic disorders. This inner imbalance from a physical point of view is technically hormone fluctuation disorder. In order to be happy in life, the secretion of our 4 happiness hormones is vital. Those 4 are oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, and dopamine. If you don't exercise or nourish yourself properly, these secretions won't happen. Depression and negative feelings arrive and will require an unhealthy compensation, as mentioned above. How do you attain this balance? With your values, you will find your equilibrium by learning how to nourish your body, your mind, and your soul, directing this positive energy towards the 10 life values. Learn to control your life and master yourself. What is nourishment? Nourishment is the food necessary for growth, health, and food condition. Human beings are composed of body, mind, and soul. To be balanced as human beings, it is necessary to properly nourish those 3 components. If you forget to water your plants, it won't grow. Feeding yourself is a necessity. If you water your plant with dirty water or not give it enough sunlight, it won't grow properly or very little and will not last long. You must feed yourself with pure, healthy, quality, and positive energy that suits you. Not everyone has the same needs, as well as not every plant has the same needs to grow. If you give a flower sunlight but don't give it any water, it will not survive. Human beings are the same. If you miss out on nourishing properly all 3 components, you will not survive. Or if you do, you will live poorly and unhappily. If the sources that bring you energy are bad or not enough, you will feel exhausted and very tired. And this is common in today's society. People tend to feel very drained. When you're imbalanced, you feel an instant energy boost. The energy needed is caloric energy with food, but is also absorbed by sunlight, our daily activities, life events, and people around us. We all have healthy and or unhealthy ways of intaking that energy. It could be sports, work, sex, shopping, drugs, violence, alcohol, smoking, eating, plastic surgery, social media, relaxation, breathing, or meditation, for instance. The way you will compensate is clearly determined by your education that is mainly built from 0 to 7 years old. All human beings at birth are like blank sheets of paper, and during this age gap we are like a sponge, conditioned and building most of our habits for life. However, it is possible to modify this scheme. It is difficult, but you can learn to reprogram it. As Idriss Aberkan mentioned in his book Libérez votre cerveau, I'm one of those who thinks we could all be prodigies. The prodigy does not practice because we ask him, but because he loves it. Our brain is like a diamond you can polish, and I really agree with that. At school, no one has ever taught us how to feed ourselves properly, yet tell us we have a body, a mind, and a soul. This is the root of human beings. This should be taught even before reading and writing. Most products we are fed are pure poison and transformed chemicals. The lack of physical activity with technology is killing us, and the amount of stress draining us and making us sick at a slow pace without us realizing. When these children grow up and become adults with interior conflict, and when 8 billion imbalanced human beings interact, it cannot give a good result. However, I have also noticed that the world is going through a big awakening since Eastern practices, food and culture have entered and been discovered by the Western world. This is beautiful, and people are realizing that depth and intangible exist and far more important than tangible and material things. Many articles on diverse global medias are now showing the truth. This guide is divided in 3 parts, which are based on our 3 components, body, mind, and soul, with the 10 life values, which are the path to direct your energy in. All complement each other, and the absence of one will prevent the complete balance of your energy. Each of the parts include templates with various advice, inspiration, recipes, and exercises to allow you a pleasant and effective experience. Each topic and chapter are kept brief voluntarily to permit a large flexibility margin in order to make your values adaptable to any person. It will be more efficient if topics are deeply discussed during live events together, accompanied by specialists in each domain. The 10 life values are the way to direct the energy acquired through nourishment, body, and mind in order to enhance your soul. In the beginning, there were 20 of them. I then thinned out the 10 fundamental life values, which are the essence, the base, like the primary colors. For instance, yellow and blue give green, as respect and acceptance give honesty. You will also acquire them throughout the experience of life and the exercises of the Urvalues Life Guide. There are the stepping stones to your dearest goal in life. This could be your professional project, a relationship, healing from something. I do recommend using this formula first on becoming the best version of yourself. This is the beginning of the source of everything. If you manage to develop your best potential and find your balance, you will be capable of anything in life. Each life value will be developed with its definition, an explanation, some exercises, quotes, and references to help you understand and acquire each one to the maximum extent possible. The 3 first values are the healing stage. It is the moment to reset and heal completely, to arrive back to zero, your purest self. We are all have in us what we call a dark side, but in fact, it is simply our inner child that we have never healed. Reconciliation, Healing the Inner Child by Thich Nhat Hanh is a great book to understand this topic. Before growing, you must heal. You must be at peace with yourself. Learn to know yourself by heart and embrace all of it. This is the path I discovered that freed me, and this is why I am sharing this with you. The 4 following values are the work and the building. This is where the progress and evolution process starts once you are healed. The last 2 values are the result of this journey, all the effort and energy you have put in. Your values does not focus on what divides us and separates us, but simply on what unites us, nourishment and life values. I want your values to be the life guide reference for all. A guideline for you, for your children, your grandparents, your parents, teens, the elderly, or people on a healing path. It is my wish to show you that it is possible to change, to be healthy, balanced, and happy without having to spend tremendous amount of time or money. Small changes, step by step, every day, at home is enough to have a great impact on your life. It is also my wish to make this book an opening on the world towards knowledge, where the best of each culture around the globe is gathered, because when we communicate, share, and exchange, we know. And when we know, we understand each other. And when we understand, we move forward. Your values is universal. Your values is for everyone. Now that you are conscious about your composition and life energy, nourishment, and balance, I will show you how to nourish them. It worked for me, and I'm sure it will work for you. I hope you enjoyed this podcast. I hope it was clear for you that you managed to get a bigger picture and a bigger image, better image of your values. I wish you a beautiful day or evening or time. If you wish to write me, speak to me, you can book your sessions, get my book, send me an email. I would be very, very, very happy to hear from you. See you soon and have a good life in the meantime.